We can use iteration statements to access all the elements in an array, and this is called traversing an array. So for example, consider this array of numbers, which we've declared previously. So for example, we use this initializer list to initialize the array with the following numbers. And note that you can also put the square brackets in front of the type to initialize an array. So we can use an indexed for loop or while loop to access the elements of the array using their indices. So for example, we have for int I is 0, being the initialization, and then the Boolean expression is I is less than the length of the array. And then we have the increment. So what I'm going to do is use the system.out.println to print all the elements in the array. So we access each element in the array using square brackets and the index I. So remember that we access the elements in the array starting from 0 to the number of elements being the length of the array minus 1. So if we run this program, we can see that every element in the array is printed on a new line. So effectively, this for loop starts at I equals 0 and stops when I is equal to n minus 1. So given the indices for an array start at 0 and end at the number of elements minus 1, you can get off by 1 errors when traversing an array. So for example, if I change this Boolean condition to be I is less than or equal to numbers.length, so effectively the last iteration is going to access an element outside this array. So if we run this program, we can see that an array index out of bounds exception is thrown, given that we tried to access the element at index 5. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the element at index 5 does not exist.